Out of all the racing rivals that Lightning McQueen has had over the years, I think Francesco Bernoulli, the Italian Formula One race car, might just be my favorite one. Sorry, Chick Hicks, sorry, Jackson Storm, but I really do think that Francesco is the best rival because, I mean, he's not even really a villain. He's like a more realistic rival. He's not pushing McQueen off the track and talking smack to him. He might do that a little bit, but, yeah, I think he's just a better character and he has a lot of character arc too. And he's just funny, he's a really funny character. I love the jokes he makes about how he has his open wheels and he's trying to win over Sally. Now, of course, he is part of the GRC Global Racers Cup diecast line that Mattel has made for us this year in 2024. Such an exciting time. So, of course, welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. You can find Franny Boy and Lightning McQueen in the GRC line in 2024 singles case H. That is the very first case that you can get any GRC singles in, and they're going to be in all the other cases, most likely at least, throughout the year. Now, when I first found case H at the East End Walmart, Francesco was actually there, but I didn't see him because he was like wedged in the back of the shelf and he wasn't hanging on the pegs, but my camera picked it up. I thought they only had Komodo and Jessica Carville, but turns out there was one. And you know what's weird is that something in me was telling me, keep checking. I know there's something else here. And it's so weird because there really was, but I didn't find it because, well, I didn't watch the footage in the store. That's something that I might have to start doing moving forward into the future of my Disney Cars collecting hobby. Anyways, though, this is just Francesco's classic artwork. It's like he's racing, although his tires aren't moving, which is kind of weird. I guess he's like warming up to race. I always kind of looked at this artwork as like he was moving, but his tires aren't really like moving. You don't see any whizzing motion, but still, very, very cool. Obviously, they altered the colors and the decals to be GRC, of course, now Global Racers Cup. Such nice packaging, new for 2024. Love the Radiator Springs, like Willie's Butte kind of like circuit background. It's so cool. I wish we had like a whole story or animated short would be even better for this series. Right here it says GRC 1. Very cool. McQueen, he didn't have the GRC like emblem for his 95 to go in. He just had the 95, of course, which is kind of strange. But it seems like all the other racers that are like, well, I guess, yeah, only the ones that were from Cars 2 have this GRC kind of like emblem around their number, which is kind of reminiscent to how they had their numbers in the World Grand Prix in Cars 2. On the bottom, there's Francesco's name, Francesco Bernoulli. It's so weird that it's underneath there, underneath the actual car. Very strange, but he looks great. I am so darn excited for this video to begin. I can't wait to open them up. It already has begun, but like the review portion of it. On the back, same card back as McQueen, just have McQueen and Francesco back here. There is not much else to say. I have a lot of Francescos that I want to compare to this brand new one. I think he could possibly be the best one, although I find it hard that he'll beat this one here, the Carbon Racers Francesco. That's like one of the newest ones. That one's just so cool. They gave him a whole new spoiler and everything. This one they didn't, but he still looks great. So without any further ado, let's bust him open. This is just such a crowded Cars 2-esque table right now, and I'm all here for it. I mean, look at all the Francescos that we have here. This is just insane. A Francesco party is going on, and it is just so awesome to see Francesco getting a brand new variant. Now, I kind of forgot about the Racing Red Francesco. That was actually the most recent one we got. And that one really shocked me that we even got it because if you don't know what the Racing Red line was, it basically just came out, consisted of 6 cars. It was McQueen, Francesco, Maynard, Sally, Jackson Storm, and Cruz Ramirez. And it was kind of like unofficially kind of made to celebrate the 15th anniversary of Cars. And all the cars just had red paint jobs or metallic and they had like silver decals. And Francesco somehow was one of them. They just want a little bit of Cars 2 representation without going into like the whole spy stuff again. They don't want to go down that road, unfortunately, which they would. But yeah, I kind of forgot about that Francesco. I don't have it, so I can't compare it to this new GRC one, but it's kind of in a class of its own. Like these are like the racing Francesco variants, like the T Rock ones, and the Silver Racers. Like, they're in their own kind of line. Whereas this, I guess its own separate line too is GRC, right? But I don't know, it just feels more similar to these than like racing red Francesco, I think. But he looks phenomenal. I mean, not as different as I really thought he would look, but still different enough to obviously warrant this release. I mean, I would have loved even if he didn't look that much different at all. But he looks really cool. I love his expression. They actually went ahead and gave him a brand new expression, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Way better than his regular one. Look at that. Thailand. This is the Thailand Francesco here on the left. They didn't even fill in the white paint for his mouth. I mean, what a disgrace to poor Francesco. He is such a great character, and they couldn't even give him teeth. Come on, they did now for his new GRC release, and it looks way better. They also put the black outline around his windshield area, just like they did for Lightning McQueen, which they have never done for either of the two cars before. So I don't know why the GRC line is just making Mattel kind of like fix their mistakes from the past. Hopefully they'll do the same thing for just their regular releases in the future, but who knows, probably not. And also the eyes just look clearer now than they did on this regular Francesco from Thailand here. I have the Chinese one too, but I thought it'd be better to compare Thailand to Thailand because, obviously that's just a better comparison. They're both made from the same country, so they're going to look more similar. Now, there's not a ton of differences with this GRC Francesco, as you can see. It's still like kind of, meant to emulate the Italy flag, obviously the red, white, and the green. But now, instead of like having the colors going like horizontally downwards, it's like they're going vertically to the side. You know what I mean? It's weird. I guess this would be vertically, right? This is going like, yeah, upwards, downwards. This is going horizontally to the side, yeah. But it's cool. I like it better actually because like this, I mean, this was cool. This is a cool design. Don't get me wrong. But we've just seen it a lot, and this is the design they kind of use as a base for all the other Francesco variants we've gotten in the past. So to see one that has the colors like in different spots, it's pretty cool. It's like the same colors, but they're in different spots. Even the number is in a different spot. Look at that. It's no longer right here on his side. It's instead like up here on his like exhaust thing, which is really cool. It says GRC number 1. Let's get a zoom in on some of these decals because they actually went ahead and look at that. They made brand new contingency sponsors for Francesco. What does that say? That one says ride, and this one says ravioli? Huh. Ravioli. Interesting. I don't know. It must be like new Italian sponsors that are sponsoring this GRC race. And look at that. There's other ones. There's unique ones on this side. Wow. This one says Rev, and this one says Petrola. Wow. That is cool. I wish we could have gotten those logos as stickers on the GRC Jumping Raceway playset. Unfortunately, we didn't. We just got some GRC stickers, but still very cool. Look at that little. Is that another one down there? No, it's just a little piece of blue, I think. Yeah, it's on both sides. Just a little bit of design. Oh, it's over here too. It's like a blue line. Very cool. I love how it has two different colored rims. That's so cool. Red in the front, green in the back. It's like that on both sides. I could definitely see somebody finding an error where it's like they flip them around or something funny like that. That would be cool because it wouldn't take much. Or like they put all the same color. That would be pretty darn cool. He still has his Rotelli tires, which is really cool. This side says Pasta Potenza. Pasta? What the heck does that mean? It's probably Italian for some. Or maybe just Rotelli tires in Italian, probably. Same tires, though, as the regular Francesco from Thailand. Same rims, it looks like, as well. Yep, they're just, green in the back now, which is something they could have done before, too, but they did not, unfortunately. Either way, though, getting a little bit blurry there. There we go, that's better. But, yeah, he looks really cool. I really do like him. He doesn't have a plastic eye plate either because, or does he? No, well, I guess the whole head section is plastic. Yeah, that's the thing with this Francesco. Thailand's always done him that way. But pretty cool still. It's a separate plastic piece, but it's okay. I love the hexagonal design that we have going around, all around. It's very like, it's more minimal on Francesco, is more kind of prevalent on McQueen, but you can see a little bit on the darker spots like the green. Doesn't show up too well on the white parts, but still very cool. I love his open wheels. That part, it looks to be metal like it was before, so that's cool. Nice black open wheel like design right there, like the things connecting the wheel. I don't know technical stuff about cars, especially Formula One cars, which aren't actually even like around where I live here in Canada, of course. A little bit more blue on the front. That's what kind of makes me kind of think this line is kind of almost like basing itself off the Ice Racers line from the past in a way, because there is some blue on these cars. There's more on McQueen, but there's quite a bit on Francesco as well. But there's a lot more on McQueen, as you can see. Even some of the decals of the GRC logo are blue. Not so much on Francesco, only on the back. He really doesn't have much GRC sponsorship on him at all. There's really not many decals. I feel like he could use an extra one there. I guess it's just because they moved that number one up there, so that's what's kind of thrown me for a loop, I guess. But we have a GRC on the spoiler, and obviously on the top part of the spoiler too. Cut off though, the C is like cut off before it turns into a checkered kind of design there, the final lap design. That's okay. It's actually, I don't think it's spelled out at all. Yeah, it doesn't say Global Racers Cup anywhere. It's just the abbreviation on Francesco. Oh, it does on the back. Look at that. It's casting a shadow because it's big old spoiler, but that's cool. Global Racers Cup. Glad they did that. And what in the world did they put? Look at that. They put his little date stamp on his spoiler. What in the heck is going on there? Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. I can't believe they would do something like that. That is strange. I've never seen that on a car's diecast before. What even is it? It's T12A. Huh, interesting. T12A or T12P? I swear it says P. Why would it say P though? What's it say on McQueen? McQueen's was T12A. Yeah, it's A. Never mind. It's just kind of cut off the one part of the A. Anyways, though, there's the base. I love the carbon fiber kind of like feel that it has. Very cool texture. Francesco's base has always been elite. I don't know why, but it is. It always has been. They've always done a great job with it, and I'm glad that that's something that they've never tried to change. You know, they never tried to cheapen out and just make it like flat without any texture. It's always felt like this. Even on even on the plastic version here, which is pretty surprising. They even did that on this one. That's pretty cool. It's funny how the bottom part of these like wheel connectors are red. I don't think that was like that before. Oh, they were green before. That's interesting. I never realized that. Pretty cool. Well, I really love this Francesco. I think he is absolutely phenomenal. And it's funny how all these parts, they're almost like a little bit brown in a way. I don't know. There looks to be a crack there too. I didn't realize that. Look at that. There's a crack. So this whole portion, I think, yeah, look, there's a crack running through it. Oh, that's all plastic. That kind of sucks. I didn't realize that. There's quite a bit of plastic on Francesco. That's the thing. That's why I don't know. He's never been my favorite diecast. I love him as a character. Never been one of my favorite diecasts. But I remember the first time I found him at Zeller's. Me and my brother and my grandma found him and Hydraulic Ramon in 2011, and then we went to Pizza Hut, and I went in with my cars, and we were sitting in the booth waiting for our pizza, and I was like showing the people behind me Francesco and Hydraulic Ramon. Good memories. That was like one of my first memories with cars. Not my first, but like I don't know, within the first year of my collecting days, or maybe the first 2 years, I guess, because it was 2011. Anyways, though, yeah, I love this Francesco. Absolutely phenomenal release. Let's compare him to the plastic version that we have here. Obviously, this one reigns supreme. All of the decals are painted on. They're not stickers like some are, at least on this one. Not all of them are, but some of them are stickers. Obviously, this one does not have the text, the Rotelli tires text on the tires. Unfortunately, also doesn't have the blue trim on the bottom or the contingency sponsors. Yeah, that's why I didn't realize. I was gonna say like these feel so new to me, but yet I already reviewed this plastic version when I reviewed the playset. So I was wondering like, why don't I remember these brand new contingency sponsors? But that's why. Makes sense now. Very cool though. They're both nice, but obviously this one is better. This one even has like more green on the back part of the spoiler. This one does not. It also does not have the GRC or the actual like spelled out Global Racers Cup text there on the back side of the spoiler. And the side is the same. Unfortunately, Francesco doesn't have two unique paint jobs on like each one of his sides like McQueen does. But either way, I still really like him a lot. Here is the regular version of Francesco. Compare the two just a bit more. Side by side, of course. Not too many differences, to be honest, but I like how the spoiler is black now, and I just love how they flipped around the colors. They switched them up, and I love how they gave him a new expression. That looks awesome. They painted his teeth. That's really cool. I mean, the Chinese one always had painted teeth, but I guess we'll go in order. Silver Racer Francesco next, but not much of a comparison here. It's the same thing, but silver. Pretty cool, though. I mean, all Francesco variants are pretty nice, but I think my favorite one has always been the Carbon Racers one, which I actually found at the Dollarama of all places, if you can believe that. I couldn't believe when I found him. Here's the Ice Racers one, who is pretty similar to this GRC one, just because of the blue accents. But I never thought Ice Racer Francesco was that great because I don't think the blue mixes too well with his colors. You know, like McQueen, yes, it looks amazing on him, the extra blue accents, but and some of the other ones too. But Francesco, I never thought it really worked too well, but it's still not bad. And then here is the one that I would always say is my favorite, and still probably do. This is Carbon Racers Francesco, but honestly, I don't know. Looking at him like just face forward here, this one looks more different. Like this one still has like the basis of a regular Francesco design. I love the carbon fiber accents, but I don't know. I kind of want to. You know what? I'm gonna say this is my favorite one. I really do like it better. I mean, this one has the really cool tires. Yeah, look at those rims. Those are awesome. And the really awesome brand new spoiler that was obviously never before seen before this one came out. That was awesome too. But I don't know. This one, I just like the colors on this one better. When I look at this, I just think, yeah, just say Francesco. Classic Franny boy, right? But I don't know. I think this one's better. Honestly, I do. I really do think it's my favorite Francesco. And I said that about McQueen too. It's better than all the other like old T-Rock versions of McQueen that we got in the past. And I guess I'm saying the same for Franny. So here is your trophy, Franny boy. There's not much else to say about you now, though. I think that'll be it for today's video. So great to have McQueen and Francesco in the GRC line all opened up, now made of metal. Now I don't just play with the plastic ones anymore and have them up on my display. I can actually display the good ones. I don't know where I'm going to display these guys though, because I am running out of room. I have to think of a really cool new GRC display though and make it for these guys because they deserve it. They are really, really cool. We even have Francesco's Mama Bernoulli, came for the review to just see her son in his brand new paint job because you know how much she loves her son Francesco Bernoulli. I love your son too, Mama. I really do love your son Francesco. He's one of the best Cars characters ever, I think. I would definitely say that. What about you? Anyways, though, yeah, thank you guys as always for watching. I really hope that you did enjoy this review. With all that, I'll see you guys next time right here on the Cars Garage.